Hey, what's up, Fit Fam? It's that time of the month again. We're going to go over this month, February 2024 Strength Club workout for you. So you got the templates here. You know what we do here. You see the structure of it. Very similar to what we've been doing. So we're going to start with our core work and our mobility work at the beginning. You know, we consider this, we like to think of this as ramping, which is range of motion, activation, movement preparation. Also, we can think of it as like just building up the intensity to kind of start when we're cold. You know, we're gonna be a little tired maybe. Don't know if we're in the mood for this workout yet, so let's get started with these few exercises and then we'll have a little bit more energy. So, you know, we like to start with those hangs. Again, I know most of you love the hangs. Not everybody though. They're not everybody's cup of tea, but they will get you stronger. They're great for that shoulder mobility, breathing, back decompression here. So remember, you want to focus on your breathing as you're doing these long, deep breaths. Fill up that torso, hold it for a couple seconds, then slowly let that air out, pushing that air out as much as you can. You'll feel your abs actually wall up as you start to really force all that air out here. And then obviously you can use your feet on the box if you need to. And again, just make sure you're challenging yourself. Embrace the idea of like, this is gonna get you stronger. And it's only 30 seconds, everybody, okay? Now technically someone's gonna go, actually Josh, it's 60 seconds because we have to do it twice. And you're right. We break it up into 30 so less people complain about it, okay? So we got our hangs and we're gonna match that up with our yoga plexes here. So remember on the yoga plex, we're thinking about that hands on the box. You wanna keep that weight over that hand here. So positioning is gonna be important, squeezing that back glute, hand and arm are right next to that front leg. So you're not using your arm to hold your whole body up. You're using it to get in that proper position where you're pushing down, and then we're gonna open up with that arm. Big circle here, following your following your fingertips with your eyes. We're gonna open up those hips, get those hip flexors, feel a bit of a stretch through there, get those glutes working here, and open up that thoracic spine here as well. So just a nice gentle movement. And of course, if you need to, you can always put that back knee on the floor as you're working this one, but again, great way to kind of get the body opened up here. So we'll get a couple sets of each of those. On that second set of those yoga plexes, we'll go over to the other leg. So we got 2 sets of each of those. The second grouping for our ramping is gonna start with our band half kneeling chop and press. So again, another classic here. Great again for opening up those hips, getting those glute squeezes. This is also great for core work here as well. So notice how as Coach Tia's pressing out, she's not letting that band pull her hands up. So you do want that challenge of that band feeling heavy here. Don't be afraid of that. It's really gonna get that core activated as you're pressing out. When you get that long lever there, it's gonna be those lats and those abs that are gonna keep those hands pulled down, squeezing that back glute tight, driving that front big toe into the floor to open up those hips, and also open up that thoracic spine again. So you might be seeing a theme here. What we know for a lot of people is shoulders and thoracic spine get really tight, hip flexors get really tight, so we spend a good amount of time working on compensating for that to get you moving better. So we're gonna pair this up. We'll do a set on each side. We're gonna pair this up with our sandbag pivot halos. Now this is a newer exercise here. Now you can see I'm grabbing the bag by the ends because that's gonna give me the most room for the sandbag. We don't need to go heavy on this one. You're seeing how I'm also pivoting as I'm working through. So you're gonna pivot and use those hips to pull that through, as opposed to when we do like our tall kneeling or half kneeling kettlebell halos. This one, we're getting the whole body moving, very similar to the way we were using that pivot press last month, but this is gonna open up those shoulders. Now, if you are feeling any sort of discomfort as you're working this one, you can always go to a kettlebell or a dumbbell to work that as well. But I do like the way we use those hips for some momentum here. And this is a bit of a, let's say, a faster pace than we're usually used to during our ramping, but it actually feels pretty good. It will get your heart rate up just a little bit.